welcome back. So, welcome to lesson number 3, kung saan pag-uusapan natin yung the delusions of productivity. Merong tatlong myth na karamihan ng mga solopreneurs na nagsisimula sa kanilang mga business on implementing the task that they need to get done is that they need motivation in order for them to do the things na dapat nilang gawin. So, let's talk about motivation, okay? Kung kailangan ba talaga natin yon para gawin natin yung mga bagay na dapat nating simulang gawin. So, for example, meron tayong dapat na aralin, the thought of studying, we know to ourselves na dapat nating aralin yung isang lesson. For example, I need to learn how to film a YouTube video that is engaging, interactive, and very informative in a way na nakakapagbigay talaga ng value sa mga target audiences mo. Kaya lang, the fear of studying, yun eh. Yun yung dahilan kung bakit karamihan ay nai-stagnant sa idea na kailangan nilang gawin yung isang bagay. Pero dahil nga merong fear, anxiety, and lack of motivation na tinatawag nila, from thought, ang nangyayari, hindi na i-implement yung action. So again, from thought, nagkakaroon na agad ng barrier to implement the action. So, most of this aspiring entrepreneur, sinasabi nila na they feel unmotivated. Okay, so motivation is like the middleman. Kung mapapansin mo, para silang naghahanap ng mapag-chargean or kakailanganan ng energy in order for them to move from thought to action. Whereas, most of the successful people that we've known, the truth is they don't need motivation in order for them to jump from thought to action. Tinatanggal nila yung motivation factor that disregard even if you don't feel like doing it, they still do it. So for example, if you know that your one big thing for today is to film and shoot the video for Productivity Masterclass, even though, let's say, maraming dahilan para sabihin ko sa sarili ko that I lack the motivation, today is a gray day, hindi maganda yung lighting, parang nakakatamad, parang ang sarap na lang mag-Netflix, I feel unmotivated today. Or let's say for women, I have my period today. Parang wala ako sa mood na mag-film ng video ko, ng vlog ko. They say so many excuses in order for them to validate their emotions na hindi nila magawang mag-jump from thought or idea into action. Whereas people who actually have discipline, they completely reject the myth of motivation. What they do is that from to-do task nila, and from thought, they jump right away to action. Tinatanggal na nila yung middleman, which is the motivation, wherein disregard of whatever it is that you feel right now, disregard of any circumstances, disregard of any environmental change or sudden misbehavior or unexpected things that happens around our environment or the people who influence us, gagawin pa rin natin siya. So the example that I'm going to give you now is that being an employee, okay, when we were employees, we still get up early in the morning, like 5 a.m., 6 a.m., tama? Because we know we are responsible and we are mature enough and professional enough to get back to our jobs, to our work, even if we don't feel like doing it. Kahit ba pakiramdam mo antok na antok ka pa, kahit feeling mo naman hindi mo feel mag-breakfast ng maaga, at pupungas-pungas ka pa, di ba? You still do it. You know why? Because you're an adult. And an adult, they know their responsibility and they know their obligations. Disregard of how they feel. We adults, we know na kapag kinailangan yung profession natin at saka yung attendance natin for us to do certain tasks, we have to be there. Disregard of our emotions, disregard of what we feel. Pero may mga tao, lalo na yung mga, let's say, baguhan pa lang sa pagiging home boss, solo entrepreneur, nung maging sila na yung boss, at nagkaroon na sila ng time freedom, na artificial, let's say, na hindi pa naman talaga completely in reality, nagagawa na nilang, let's say, maging affected ng kanilang emotion. They would easily say something like, oh, mamaya na lang yan, since I own my time, I don't feel like doing it, no? Now I'm the boss. I could maybe relax a little bit, di ba? So, they are like kids, no? Well, I don't want to say this, but most of the time, those kind of behavior are like being kids, okay? Yung mga kids, no, children, they depend on their emotion and their temporary happiness in order for them to do something. And sometimes, you need to reward them, di ba? Kailangan mo pa ng suhol sa kanila. Di ba yung mga kids, bago nila gawin yung isang bagay. Di ba yung mga kids, bago nila gawin yung isang bagay. For example, you will tell kids, hoy, magugas ka na ng pinggan, no? Ito yung 5 piso, okay? And then, yun, saka sila kikilos, no? So, if they don't feel like doing it, at mas gusto nilang maglaro ng brick game, o kaya PlayStation, no? Mas gugustuhin nilang gawin yun, no? Ang hirap hugutin ng mga puwet nila dun sa sofa kasi nga, they don't feel like doing it. First, they lack the fun factor, okay? They don't understand the job of the pilot, the plane, and the engineer completely. And at the same time, they completely depend on their feelings and emotions and motivation in order for them to do a certain task. So, bilang mga entrepreneur, guys, what I want you to understand here, especially if you're alone and you're just starting to build your business now, napakahalaga that you know how to jump from thoughts and idea into jumping to action straight away, okay? Even if you don't feel like doing it, even if you don't feel motivated, and even if you don't have the reward yet to give yourself in order to get things done. So that is myth number 1, that we don't need motivation for us to do the necessary things to build our business because it is completely dependent to us. Walang ibang gagawa niyan kundi ikaw. So go on, just do it, just like Nike.